How we doing, everybody? Today's pull day. One of you guys told me to do my weighted pull-ups first in my pull day, just to see how it goes, and then do my row movements after. So that is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna try it out just for one pull day, just to see how it goes. Can't really hurt anything, but maybe we'll get a better mind-muscle connection and some kind of back muscle that we don't normally get. You know, let's see what changes, if anything. But besides that, everything's the same, just different order. Biceps is going to be the same, so incline curls and then dumbbell curls. And I feel like my biceps, for some reason, are just a little sore, which is weird because I haven't trained biceps recently. So I don't know why they're sore. I'm hydrated. I made sure of that. I'm fed. I'm rested. I am a little tired, but I'm rested. But it's Saturday and we're gonna smoke this pull day. We're gonna get a really good pump going, get some good footage at the end of us flexing, all that good stuff. I haven't checked sub count. We're very close to 1,500. That's freaking sweet, dude. That's awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for the support you've been giving me on the channel. I know I haven't been posting nearly as much. Life's been kind of getting in the way more recently, so I've been posting when I can, but making these videos takes a few hours at least of uninterrupted, just editing. I just gotta look through everything. So it might just seem like a bunch of clips meshed together, but posting more consistently can be challenging just because of all the footage you gotta collect. You gotta sift through all the footage because some of it's just nothing. Like I'll leave recording my phone, like after a set, for example. I'll do my set, then I'll walk off and talk to someone for 30 fucking minutes. And then there's 30 minutes of just nothing recorded. And not only does that take an absurd amount of space on my phone, but then I gotta trim it. Okay, I don't want this 35-minute clip of my 30-second set. So I gotta trim this shit down, So I just ate a bunch of food. Could explain why I'm feeling tired. You gotta try to digest all the food I just ate, but I ate some sloppy joes. Probably almost 3/4 of a pound of the meat is gone. I ate it. I'm not even kidding. I ate a lot today. And then I had my breakfast, the 3 eggs. I had a bunch of Fairlife. Had a smoothie as well with some yogurt in it, so that was more protein. But yeah, I'm fed today. I drank a lot of water. I took salt multiple times. Slept about 7.5 hours. Just going over all my, dailies, my daily stats. I got a few questions are you going to compete? Yes, I am going to compete at some point. Probably at least 2.5 years down the road. I want to develop my physique more, get a better, just better at posing. The fluidity of my posing I feel like is just kind of choppy at times. So I want to smooth that down, get my conditioning, my muscle conditioning. So they look good in terms of conditioning for the most part, especially as a natural. But I can definitely take it further. I already know 110% I can. So we have some more work to do, and that's why I give myself that about 2.5 year frame of working. But I also just have other stuff on my plate that I want to go after right now. YouTube being the number one thing, personal training too. But, getting on stage is just not something I want to do right now. It's not even in my priority list, at all. But will I down the road? Yes. Oh yeah, where do I work out? That is my high school gym. I have a membership card, so we can just scan in anytime through 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it lets you go in, pretty much. And there's sometimes if there's janitors working in there kind of later at night cleaning up, they won't let you work out, but that's very rare. I've had that happen once. It's a really nice school gym. They're in the process of building a new gymnasium / weight room. It's connected and they're building it separate from the school building. And apparently, this is new news to me, but it's gonna be for us. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was gonna be only for students. It's gonna be for everyone but students. So the people that have membership cards. That's interesting. This changes things. I hope they get some nice machines in there and all that good stuff, because it's probably gonna be more like a rec center than a high school gym. So probably less squat racks and more machines and treadmills, which treadmills suck. I'm not hating on treadmills. Well, Am I? I might be hating on treadmills. Treadmills are not my thing, man. Cardio, no. Abs, no. Those are also questions I get asked. Do I train cardio and do I do abs? Or do I do cardio and do I train abs? No. I've never trained abs a day in my life. And I used to do cardio back in high school, but I haven't since then. Yeah. I would never do that now, I don't think. I would just, if I needed to lose weight, I would just do it through a diet route instead of the cardio route. Because really, if you're doing cardio and you have a shit diet, it's really not going to help you anyway. It might be good for your heart, but in terms of that fat loss you're looking for, you're probably not going to get there, or at least as far as you want to go. So you really need to do it in conjunction. So if you're doing cardio, you absolutely need to make sure your diet is on point as well. I'll see you guys soon at the gym. We'll do a check-in today, and I'll make sure the sunlight's not going to absolutely destroy the footage like it did for the push day. I'll see you soon. We're going to drive out there to the gym. Be there in about 10 minutes or so. I didn't even know my heat was on. That's weird. Why do I have my heat on? It's a nice day. Okay, so hold on, let me take the hat off. I parked in not even a parking spot. Oh, dude, you guys know how it goes. Remember? The keys falling down in this little spot that my hand can't fit. You guys remember that? It only happens almost every time. I'm sure some days I cut it out too, so you don't even know. But it happens every day. I pulled, literally, I don't know if you can see the fence behind me, but I'm like backed up to the fence, not even in a parking spot, but it's the only place where there's no sun getting inside of my car. So I wanted to make sure this clip was actually usable this time. The only car here is my boy Colby over here, and he's got a flat tire. Like, I need to tell him, I don't know if he knows he has a flat tire. We're gonna get in there, have a great pull day today. It's empty, so freaking gonna be smacking. And we are gonna do those pull-ups first, like we said, because you guys wanted to see them. And I'm kind of curious to see how they go too. Last time I was in here, they had a bucket of chalk, and I'm gonna grab that if it's still there. And that'll help us out immensely on pull-ups, especially with our grip. So we'll be able to get some larger top sets without having to, you know, re-grip the bar, re-grip the handles up top. So that'll be really good. I kind of just want to get inside. I'm itching, quite literally from the pre, but I'm itching just to get started on my workout today. And before anybody shows up, because closer to evening, even on the weekends, it's no longer really a safe zone. It's gonna start getting flooded because people like to work out late night weekends. We're gonna get inside, have a great fucking pull day, get a good pump, get some good footage, all that good jazz. But I'm gonna see you guys inside. All right, first set, we're gonna do pull-ups because you guys wanted me to start with these instead of rows. We'll do those next, but we'll see how these go first off. Maybe we'll be stronger in them. Dude, I could have threw myself through the ceiling. That's how, like, you know what I mean?
I just took a picture, and you were mogging me from the back while doing the workout.
Wait, I was what? Mogging you?
You were just fucking, you look so massive in it.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Second set. We're going to do weighted pull-ups now. So we got the plate out. We'll do that for a set, see how many we can get, and that'll determine if we go up. But I've never started with these first, so I don't know. We could be stronger, we could have more endurance, so we could do more volume. It's hard to say. We might have to get that chalk actually, because I see it. I'm gonna get that on. Actually, I might get that on after I get the plate on. So I'll bring the bucket over.
So this is crazy. I don't know if we should do 2 plates, which is a lot of weight, or should we just kind of stay more realistic and add on a 25, so it'd be a plate and a 25. That might be a more doable set, so we might do that. One of these. That'll be heavy still. Fuck. So we got a plate and a 25. This is heavy as hell. No chalk either. Fuck it. Fuck. That was heavy as fuck. Last set on pull-ups. So this makes what? We did body weight. We're not really going to count body weights because those didn't feel like anything. So we did a plate 25. We're going to do a plate again. Get good volume, hopefully. Go to failure. Then we'll move on to our low rows that we usually start with. So we'll see. I'm sure we're going to have to go down in weight now, which is okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah. All right, we're going to do our first set on these. We're starting out heavy, very heavy compared to usual, but this whole day is going to look a little different in terms of where we start. So we're going to start at 3, see how it goes. We should already be good because we're warmed up, so we'll just rep it out, get 6 to 8 on here, then we'll decide where we go from there, how it feels. Damn, feels a lot different since we already started on the pull-ups, but I still like them. It's just the weight's not going to be the same. It's heavy. All right. Last set on these, and we'll do cable row. So I'm going to do chalk for this last one. Get as many reps as we can get out. Then we'll move on. Yeah, we're done on these. First set on cable rows. It's empty in here, dude. We're alone. It hasn't been like this in quite some time, but we literally have the entire gym to ourselves. I don't know how long it's going to stay like that. So we're going to keep moving and pretty much, just cherish it while we have it. So cable rows, starting on 80. We're probably going to go, we'll start on 90. We'll start heavier because that's what we've been doing today. And then we'll go probably drop down to 80 for the second. We'll see how this feels. back pump is going nice today. I don't know. You guys might have been onto something with this, starting with pull-ups first. I ought to listen to you guys more often. Second set, we're going down to 80. So we'll be able to get some closer to torso range of motion on our reps, which is what we're really looking for. That last squeeze that sometimes I don't get on particularly the end of sets, heavy sets. I like to do those partials just because it's really good to do partials at the end, but still, for the most part, you want to have 100% range of motion, full extension, and bringing it all the way in as close as you can to your torso. And you don't want to do it high either, not a high row. You want to go sort of down to your waist area, hip bones. And it gives you a really good row contraction. And that's the partials. I mean, at the end I was getting like here, and then I just dropped it. At the end of a set, those are really good to get the last bit of energy you have for that muscle group out. So I 100% support doing partials only at the end of a set. And particularly when you're almost done with that muscle group, because it's going to burn you the fuck out. This last set's a little tricky as to what weight do we want to do. So we started heavy with 90, went down to 80. We did about 10 range for reps, meaning that's over our 6 to 8, meaning we could probably do a little more weight than our second set for our final set. And I think we'd still get within our desired rep range. So let's try 85. So we did 90, 80, 85 for the final, go to failure, and we'll be done with back, and we'll go over to biceps. But I really want to get everything else out of my back on this one right here. So we're going to go hard on this set, absolutely to failure, getting all the partials, everything. And then we'll be done with back, and we'll go to biceps. Feels like back didn't even take that long either. We were quick. Oh my gosh. Back is done. We're done with that. Good volume, good intensity, good weight. Let's go to biceps. Man, you guys were on to something though. I'm telling you about starting with pull-ups. I think I might stick with it. So, good looking out. We'll start off with 35s on these curls. We're being really efficient today. I notice when we don't have distractions, like people talking, my friends in here, whatever, we can finish our workouts extremely fast. But, I mean, that's not their fault either. That's my fault for allowing myself to get so easily distracted. But it's crazy how much time you save. Seriously. If you're like me and there's nobody to distract you, you're in and out, dude, because the rest periods are so minimal and they don't take any time at all. And I still feel great. Like no muscle decrease, no endurance decrease, nothing. Gymshark tanks look good though. Come on, Gymshark. I'm just we're going to do 35s though for our first, and we'll bump it up to 40s for the second set. And our third is still yet to be determined. However, we're feeling at that time, but back and just in general, totally killed my energy, man. Especially, I mean, even just as an accessory muscle, my biceps are fatigued a little bit. But today was a great fucking pull day, or great back day. It will be a good pull day when we finish, but man, A tier, S tier even. Let's get started. That's weird. How do I feel that? What is that? Hold on. That's so weird. There's something popping in and out on my reps. I'm going to restart that set, but when I go up, it like pushes a vein or something past this muscle, past the end of my long head of my bicep, and I can feel it move in and out. We're going to keep doing it, whatever. Just restart it. Scary shit. It's there again. Ooh, 40s. Let's see how my bicep feels. Oh, it's a good pull day today, man. More rest days means the time I spend in the gym, it's like, think about it like this. In the time that I'm hitting one push day or one pull day, whatever, I normally would have already had, that would have been on my second one. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, you can't really expect to have a 10 out of 10 workout if you're doing them that often, right? So, I mean, really, those were just 2 half-intensity workouts that I did in one total week or whatever. Meaning, or I mean, this is where I'm coming from now, where I'm doing these push and pull days or leg days way more seldomly, right? More rest, more recovery in between. And I'm coming in here and it's way more intense. The workouts are higher quality. They last longer. The volume's there. Mind-muscle connection, my flexing, the pump, everything, every single aspect improves. More is not necessarily better. I'd rather have just higher quality and less. But let's stop yapping. We just did these 40s. Let's put them back. Let's get the 35s out. And we'll do that for our final set before we head over to standing dumbbell curls. But it's going really well today. Nobody's still in here, so I'm happy. Oh, man, I'm tired. We'll push this out of the way. Keep going with some standing. Whoop, sorry, we're gonna do 55s. It's probably gonna look a little rough, but I still wanna do what we've been doing. So yeah, we're gonna still do 55s, even though it's gonna be heavier and shit. But we can't fall off routine. Even if we do those reps where it's kind of sloppy on the up, on the way up, and then it's kind of like a controlled slow decline, we're benefiting a lot from those too. So we're gonna get any sort of benefit and gain out of this exercise we do on these heavy ass fucking dumbbells, or heavy compared to where we are in the workout. And then we'll drop the weight, get some more volume before we go flex. And it's getting dark out, so everything is coming together just the way I wanted it to. So let's keep moving. Oh man, it's heavy. Last one. Oh, don't hit my tripod. It almost took out the tripod. All right, well, those are heavier than hell, so we're gonna put them away, get the 40s out, get some good volume before we wrap it up. For these final exercises, so these curls, we're gonna do 40s, last set here. I might do a quick few pull-ups to get the back pump reignited off camera, and then I'll find a spot. It's getting dark out. I see the sun setting over there. Looks about 10-15 minutes before it gets below this building, and then we'll be perfect. Okay, we're done. I can't do it right now, but
But today was good. I mean, by the time, like when I told you guys that I was alone, I was truly alone for the rest of the workout. All of my flexing until the very end, and then the one homie came in. I know him, I don't know his name, but he's in here all the time. He's cool. I talked to him for about 5-10 minutes. And then I bounced out of there because, I mean, man, we were decent on time, I'd say. We got to the gym 5:10, 5:15 area. It is currently 7:15, so that's 2 hours at this place altogether. That's decent timing. I'll take that any day. We had a lot of fucking good volume. Like, you guys told me to do pull-ups first, and my gosh, it literally made such a huge difference in the overall back day, pull day. Like, I don't know, the mind muscle connection was improved on rows. Like on pull-ups, they were so good. And I kind of expected, okay, we just burnt out our back on pull-ups. On rows, we might not be able to do a lot of weight and we might not feel it that well. I was wrong. Well, not on the weight part. I mean, it was heavy. We could not do as much weight as usual. But I felt it in my back the way I was supposed to. I might even say even better than usual. That's one thing I don't talk about on this channel, but I have it in my description. Natural bodybuilder. I am natural. There's a lot of people in the comments, family members, that have accused me of being on gear. Everybody. So it's not just people online. It's literally people that I've known my entire life. But in reality, your natty card is going to be the most important thing ever. So no matter what temptations you might see on the internet, anything you might watch or take in, don't listen to them. Don't hop on steroids. Their life is not as great as it seems. They're dealing with a mass amount of health problems. And it's really not. They only show you what they want you to see. But they don't show you all the bad shit. And that's just social media. But I try to be as transparent as I can with my channel just because I feel like transparency is truly key. Honesty is key. And everybody online, for the most part, is not honest, dude. They're not honest. And it sucks. Pull day was fantastic today. Great pump. Great volume, great intensity. Back and biceps, slaughtered it. It was amazing. I'm gonna run to the store now. I'm getting real tired and hungry, so I'm probably just gonna wrap up this outro. But I really appreciate everyone that's been supporting me. You guys are seriously the GOATs, and I couldn't have gotten this far without you. I really want to do YouTube long term, and I want to make this truly a part of my life forever if it's possible. You know, if I could go that route. Like, I've made good gains these past couple months, I'd like to say. And I'm really happy about everything that's going on. I'm really tired right now. And I'm gonna turn this heat on so we get this fog out the way so I can get out of here. But you guys are seriously the GOATs. And you guys have done more for me than you probably know. Like, you guys all, he's just cool. He's just being nice, leaving, like, replying to our comments. No, I hold you guys to a very high standard. And I respect you guys a lot. I'm gonna get out of here though. It's been a fantastic pull day, good pump, great Saturday night. I'm gonna go home and relax, make that video. I gotta go to the store first, but thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. That'll be tomorrow. It'll be leg day on Sunday. So I'm not gonna say I'm looking forward to it, but it's gotta be done. And we're on track now. We're on routine. We're not skipping bullshit. We're hitting everything on time. So regardless of if we wanna hit it tomorrow, it's got to be done. So we're going to get it done. But I love you all. You guys are the fucking GOATs. Hope you all have a great day / night whenever you're watching. But see you guys.